You have really three choices, and three choices only in all relationships. You can, number one, agree, adjust, enhance. See, fix it. Agree, adjust. I apologize, you're right, I made a mistake, okay? But you're right, all right? Find the agreement and enhance the relationship, make it better. Or you can literally ignore, disconnect, and totally disengage. You're at a party, and some distant family member comes, and everybody's talking, and he or she says something you don't like. Do you want to agree? No, you don't want to agree. You can ignore it. And you can say, oh, let me see somebody. Hey, Joe, how are you? And you walk away. You just disconnect, you ignored it, totally disconnect, disengage from that conversation, because it's family. You're going to see them again and again and again, so you don't want to. Or the third choice is attack, discredit, and annihilate. Annihilate is like destroy to the end. So you have these choices. You have these choices. You want to agree, you want to ignore, or you want to attack. Now, if you're going to attack, there will be consequences. So I always first try to choose to find the points of agreement, because that's how you connect with people, that's how you adjust things and make corrections, made a mistake, etc. But with some people, you say, you know what, they're with me in this project, or they're doing this, it's not going anywhere, I'm not going to change them, the matter is temporary anyway, I'm just going to ignore the matter and let it pass, and I'm not going to deal with them anymore, I'm disconnecting in the future, I don't want to deal with them. Or you're going to say, no, these people got it coming, they're messing with me, and now I'm going to attack. So in that case where there's this buyer fighting the seller, and it's the 11th hour, they're supposed to literally close today or tomorrow, and the buyer is in a 1031 exchange, what I would do, if they are so difficult, I would say to that buyer, you know what? You're supposed to buy, you're in a 1031 exchange, if you don't buy and close today as agreed, when I disclose everything to you, you suffer the consequences, because I disclosed everything to you. You buy it as is, or you move on with life. I have no interest in pursuing these arguments going nowhere. Actually, one time I was in a deal, and the buyer was a lawyer who, from the minute we met, he created problems. And the way it worked was like this. He sent me an email, he said, I want to meet you in front of the property at 10 o'clock, and I'm going to be with my appraiser, something like this. At 9:30 the next day, he sends me an email, and he says, I am driving right now. I expect you to be there in front of the property at 9:55 in case you arrive early, and I hereby notify you that we'll wait only 10 minutes. If not, you will have to pay for him his visit again. It will be another $500 for this and that. It's like, wow. Thank God the house was down my house, down the road in California. I drove, met them there. The guy came in and he said, I hereby notify you with this, and I'm going to send you an email for. I said, my gosh, this guy's like, we were there and we were driving by the property, and there was some, we saw water on the sidewalk. We hereby notify you. So I called the guy and said, listen, I don't think I want to sell to you. He said, what? What do you mean? I am in escrow and I gave you a deposit. You don't have the right. I'll sue you for specific performance, and I'm a lawyer. I said, you know, that's an unfair advantage. You can threaten me, tell me you're a lawyer, but it's okay. Let me see what I can do for you. And I kept thinking. So I called the lawyer and I said, what do I do? They said, hey, you're under contract. You have to wait until he either tries to negotiate or does something, and then you can get out. Because if he wants to buy and everything is passive, and he, God forbid, you haven't disclosed something, he can sue you. It can get out of hand. So I said, okay. Every few hours, I send him an email with a disclaimer and a disclosure. And I said, by the way, I just saw 2 pigeons flying from the roof. There may be a roof problem. I want to fully disclose that to you. I hereby disclose that you need to check the roof. Boom, another email. I was in the bathroom of the property and it smelled something weird. There may be a problem with the toilet or maybe with the actual entire system of the drainage. Boom, another email. I did that for 4 days. On the 4th day, he called me. He said, I consent to your needs and your wants, and I know you want me out. all these disclosures and disclaimers, you will not give me any right to sue you if something happens. Please release my money from escrow. I said, I'll think about it and get back to you because you delayed me for a week now. And he's like, for the love of God, can you get me out? What did I do? I discredited all what he was doing and gave him more disclaimers and disclosures, scared the heck out of him, and got him out of my life. And that's sometimes how you have to handle things. And some people say, well, why? When I'm under contract, I can't do anything. It's the buyer is the only one who just, you know, if you're selling, disclose all you can. If you're buying, do the full inspections, the due diligence, and everybody's happy.